Think about your team right now. Would you say that you're all good communicators? I mean, it's part of almost every project management job, so you must be, right? But think about it again and tell me this. Are you all good communicators, or are some of you just really good at talking? Because there's a pretty big difference between the two, but people don't usually realize it until they really stop and think about it objectively. Talking is just broadcasting information, which is arguably an important skill to have in most projects, but it's usually where the skill set stops, because it's also where the training usually stops. On the other hand, communicating is the ability to make sure that the person you are broadcasting to actually receives it, understands it, and trusts you enough to act on it. According to Grammarly and the Harris poll, which I'll link below, poor communication costs U.S. businesses $1.2 trillion every year. Trillion with a T, every year. Relationship management might not be a line item in your budget, but it will absolutely show up in your bottom line. It's also important to realize that learning these tools and these skills doesn't just make you better or your team, it changes the entire ecosystem around you and your project. The way your clients communicate back to you, the way your vendors show up for you, the way your team handles pressure when you're not in the room. You start modeling it and it spreads. Now, whether that it is a good thing or a bad thing is totally up to you. So if you look around and notice that there's a gap in how your projects turn out or how you feel while you're working on them, this relationship management is almost always the gap. And if you don't think there's a gap, I think you should look again. The real relationship system that I've been talking about, I built it to fix this. And the diagnostic is where you start. 8 questions, 3 minutes. Find out where your EQ is strongest and which real pillar is your starting point to get better. I'll put the link in the comments.